Most people spend their entire lives running from fear, fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But here's the truth. Your fears are not here to destroy you. They're here to reveal who you really are. Today, we're not just going to talk about success. We're going to talk about courage. The kind of courage that only comes when you face the very thing you've been avoiding. Section 1. What fear really is. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is a signal, a compass pointing toward the very thing you need to do. Think about it. The moments that changed your life most, stepping into a new job, speaking up for yourself, starting a business, asking someone out, they all had one thing in common. You were afraid. But here's the difference between the average person and the unstoppable one. The average person sees fear and runs. The unstoppable person sees fear and walks straight through it. Section 2. Why most people never face their fears. The reason most people never reach their potential isn't because they lack talent. It's not because they don't have opportunities. It's because fear whispers lies into their ears. What if you fail? What will people think? You're not ready. And those lies become chains. Chains that keep you stuck in the same routine. Chains that convince you comfort is safety, when in reality, comfort is the silent killer of dreams. Section 3. What happens when you face them? But something amazing happens the moment you decide to face fear head on. You realize the monster in front of you was never as big as it looked. When you step into the uncomfortable, your confidence grows. When you take the risk, your strength multiplies. And when you face what scares you, you uncover a new version of yourself. The version that was always meant to lead, to rise, to inspire. That's the paradox of fear. What you run from controls you. What you face empowers you. Section 4. Stories of transformation. History is filled with men and women who built legacies by facing their fears. The innovators who were called crazy. The leaders who risked everything. The everyday people who decided they would not let fear write their story. Every single one of them had doubts. Every single one of them had fear. But they did it anyway. And that's what set them apart. Section 5. Practical challenge to the listener. So ask yourself right now, what fear have you been running from? That conversation you've been avoiding, that dream you've been postponing, that risk you've been too afraid to take. Imagine your life 1 year from now, 5 years from now, if you never take that step. Now imagine your life if you do. Which future will you choose? Section 6. Final push. Listen carefully. Fear will never disappear, but you don't need it to. Because courage is not the absence of fear. It's moving forward in spite of it. The world doesn't reward the people who play it safe. It rewards the ones who dare. And every time you step into the unknown, you train your mind, your spirit, your destiny to rise higher. Call to action. So today, make a decision. Stop letting fear dictate your life. Stop letting doubt chain you to mediocrity. Face your fears, because on the other side of that fear is freedom, is power, is the life you've been waiting for. Remember, fear is temporary. Regret lasts forever. Now go and face it.